Hey everyone, welcome to Feed the Beast Infinity, Episode 3 on the FTB team server. Fred just dropped by, gave me a nice little pouch here of some goodies. Let's see what he gave us. Oh, just some gold coin. Well, thanks Fred for trying anyway, but anyways guys, I have been getting some work done here on the FTB team server, and it's turning out pretty good, I think. My vision's coming together. I'm really liking how it's turning out so far. And, but yeah, you guys can tell. I've been doing some work, and I feel it's time to do a little bit of upgrading. Yeah, especially on my stone hammer here. So I've already went back to the nether. I've got a lot more materials. I got more cobalt and ardite. I've done some mining, obviously. Gonna be needing a lot of that here soon. But I think it's time to do a little bit of upgrading. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take my cobalt hammerhead. I think we're going to need 2 large plate patterns as well. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we got a little bit of obsidian. I think an obsidian plate might be kind of nice. There we go, for a little bit of reinforced 3, as well as maybe some color on there as well. Like I kind of like the purples and the blues together. So I think they look really nice. But that's just me, you know. Let's see, maybe something like this. I'm pretty sure you can't use paper individually on that for a large plate pattern. Pretty sure you have to, if you want to make a paper plate, you're gonna need to make a whole bunch of paper. Is that even worth it? I don't even know if I have enough sugar canes for that. I'll have to just probably do that at some other time. Fred, stop bothering me. I'm doing stuff, okay? Fred, stop it. Oh, server lag. Not a time to be playing, Fred. Not a time to be playing. So I'm gonna show you guys around here in just a minute. I'm gonna finish up my hammer real quick. Let me go ahead and get a few ideas as to what I wanna do. I think for one, definitely would like to use a little bit of manulin on the tool rod. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of, you know what? We got that manulin right there. Let's just melt this down. We only need 3 manulin, and I need to make a new cast. So I'm gonna make a cast for a tough tool rod real quick, and get my handle done. I might find another item for my large plate once I figure that out and get the hammer ready to put together. And a nice little name. I'll see you guys back in just a minute. Here we go. So I've changed my mind. I decided to go with large paper plate. I went ahead and used up the actual sugar canes that we had. Mr. Jenkins, what are you doing on my bed? Yes, Mr. Jenkins joined us. There was a baby Fred playing on Mr. Jenkins, and I didn't think it was very nice, so we made baby Fred go home, and Mr. Jenkins is here now joining us. So Mr. Jenkins, I'm gonna put you away for now. Actually, I have something around here somewhere. I've done a little bit of scavenging, looting of some places, and I'm pretty sure I know I got one around here somewhere. This is what I'm gonna be working on today a little bit. I definitely need to work on organization, like really, really bad. What do they even look like now? Ah, there we go. It's a jailer safari net. It's probably not the best to use. It's either that or could just use the single-use safari net. I think I might save the jailer safari net. We'll just use this for now. Mr. Jenkins, come here. We're gonna put you away for now. There we go. And that way you're nice and safe, tucked away in this chest. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But I've decided to change my mind. I've went through thinking about using alumite, decided against alumite, went back to obsidian, so now we're back on this. We got a large paper plate, we got the obsidian here with cobalt, we're doing all right, and I've already came up with a nice name. I'm gonna call this the Polished Drill. I think that's pretty nice. And we got an extra modifier thanks to Writable. And if you guys noticed in my inventory, I've already made another leadstone flux capacitor like I did on my blue spark. And I'm also going to upgrade him this time. So I got a little bit of Invar and some tin made. So if we do this, here, there, and there, place that in the center, that'll upgrade to the hardened flux capacitor. So I made sure to put the paper plate on the right side so that way it's on the bottom part of the drill. I'm pretty sure this should cover that up. Completely wrong. Completely put that on the wrong side. That's unfortunate. I thought it was on the bottom part of it. Well, drat. Still looks kind of cool though. Doesn't look that bad. So this should give us the ability to charge the drill now. And I'm going to go ahead and put this other one away. So we do need to start working towards power. I need to start working towards a few machines. So I'm going to start working on that here in just a minute. Let's show you guys around the base a little bit. I've done some improvements here and there. And as you guys can tell, don't you even think about it, Enderman. Don't you even think about it, okay? I've already took care of you and a bunch of your little friends in the end a little bit. But I've been expanding quite a bit. I've drilled down, if I could talk, I've drilled down quite a ways, and I've expanded a few different areas. So let's start here first, and I'll work my way around. So here, this is going to be our storage room, kind of like our storage lab kind of area. I'll get more into my whole idea a little bit later, but for now, we're going to be working on storage in here too. I think it'll be pretty nice looking. It's coming out the side of the mountain, obviously. I'm thinking about putting a nice window here, so I'm going to maybe do a little bit of building here in a minute. Might be kind of nice. And a nice little walkway made out of a limestone, trying to make it look old and kind of eroded a little bit. And then down this way, this is going to lead off down to the Origin Valley biome. So let's put you up there. And I went ahead and used the carpenter's slopes here. I thought they looked really nice, kind of keep it that nice angle here, nice and smooth along with the track. I think it looks really nice. But it pretty much goes all the way down. I think I might do something a little bit here with maybe some glass. You know, maybe put some glass and maybe do like a skylight thing. Maybe do something else. I'm not sure. I might do something with water or lava or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I like the way this is turning out so far. I think it's looking pretty good. So that'd be a nice, easy way for us to get down to the bottom of the mountain in the valley, in the Origin Valley biome. So how are we doing around here? Just make sure there aren't no crazies spawning. Creeper, where did you go? I saw you come out this way. Oh, you're down there, fine. And made this nice long pathway all the way down to this other volcano. And I've got plans for this guy. This is where I'm thinking about putting all of our tech stuff, and I think this is going to be pretty nice. So all of our machines and everything like that, it'll be a nice little volcanic area, volcanic base for all of our tech stuff. I like it. Pretty cool. And then to get out here, I'm probably going to be using, I think, rail. Because I would like to start using railcraft quite a bit. It's not too far. I could do some, teleporting or something. Maybe getting around with travel anchors at some point. But for now, I'd like to do rail, I think. So let's jump in and get started trying to charge my tools. I already got a little bit of a charge on my Spark because I visited around a few other the bases. They had wireless charging, so that's why I got a little bit of a charge already on this guy. So let's see, where do I need to start? Let's do some Ender IO. I think that's a good place to oops, Endo. Ender IO. Endo. Wow, what am I thinking? All right, iron, redstone, we got all this stuff. Just do a little bit of crafting, right? Some gold, some copper. So I'm gonna need a capacitor, some iron. We're gonna need some gold nuggets, obviously. And I got plenty of this stuff. This should not be a problem to get one of these put together just real quick. That is not the right one. That is not the right one. That is not the right one. Wait, which one is capacitor? Oh, that's depreciated. That's the one I want. Double layer capacitors. So we do need to get a sag mill up and running. So basic capacitors, something definitely need still. So let's do sag mill. We'll start out with this. So piston, machine frame. Still need those basic capacitors. We'll make 4 of those. I think that'll be good. Piston, we need some cobblestone. So what I like to do is throw that guy on the ground, pick him back up. I do have a piston already. That would definitely save me some time from having to craft another one. Let's see if we can manage this real quick. A little bit of iron bars. Oops, nope, forgot the machine chassis. There we go. So I'm going to need 2 of those anyway. So I'm going to need one for the sag mill here, and I'm going to need another one for... What am I missing? Iron. And I'll need another one for the alloy smelter. So you... There we go. There's our sag mill. And... alloy smelter. So these guys are awesome because I love how easy they are to craft. And they work very, very effectively, I think. So 3 of you... 1, 2, and 3. And we have ourselves an alloy smelter. So I'm, for now, until I get that thing cleared out, going to set up in our, kind of our lab area. So we'll just set these guys up just right here. So alloy smelter, sag mill. Not too bad looking. So I got a little bit of building left to do in there. And finishing up, I got some glass made and all that good stuff. I got to get all this stuff moved over, but I'm going to be working on that in just a minute. Let's see. Capacitor bank. Definitely need a capacitor bank, right? Capacity. Really? What am I thinking right now? I don't even understand. So we need some electrical steel, some silicon, the pulverized coal. So let me go ahead and get some of this stuff set up. And definitely got to get a power source up and running too. So power. What do I want to use for power generation? It's not a bad question, actually. Power generation. We got a fair amount of lava around. Let's work on that. Let's start with just a little bit of lava power because we got these volcanoes around us, and I do need some more lava for the smeltery so we can start doubling the stuff and melting it down. For now. So let's see. Let's start off with a nice buildcraft pump. So let's see. I'm going to need an iron pickaxe. I'm going to need some sticks for sure. So we need an iron pickaxe. I think we're going to have to go through the whole gear thing, which is wooden to stone to iron. And then I believe we just need 6 on the side. This is going to get us a mining well. I remember there we go, the recipe, right? And thankfully I did. There we go. And then all we need to make is a tank from Buildcraft, 8 pieces of glass, mining well underneath. That'll get us our nice and simple, quick, old-fashioned pump. Next off, to store the lava, I'm gonna make 2 of those, a cauldron, and from extra utilities, I'm gonna make myself a good old drum. Love it. And now we just need a little bit of power. So I'm going to do some basic, real simple, easy to get going power. We're going to go with the old survivalist generator. Actually, hold on, that or the furnace. You know what? The furnace might not be that bad. Fred, get out of here. I'm trying to do some work. I'm trying to get lava going, and you're not helping any at all. So let's see. Let's do this. We need a little bit of that. We need to grab a few cobble to make that furnace. I think we need that. Was it? The block of iron going there, and the iron. I'm trying to do this off memory. Nope, I did it wrong. This is exactly, switch that out. There we go. This is way more than what we actually need for lava, but I think it'll be fine. No big deal. Let's see how much coal coke actually works in there. I think that would be kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna just pop this guy. Let's pop him right here. Now that's probably we don't really need to put them all the way up here. We could put them further down there, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, as long as it's above and it's going to start sending out its actual little vacuum here, whatever you want to call it, its hose, and it's going to start making its way down to a fluid, and the first one it should run into is that lava. Let's see, let's just pop this guy right here. Put that coal coke in there. Oh, that's not too bad. 40 RF for about, was that 50 seconds? Yeah, that works. That should be more than enough power for what this guy needs. It's just going to take a second. So I'm going to let this run. It's going to start gathering lava, putting it in this drum for us. And if this actually finishes, which I'm not sure if it will or not, we'll go set it up on the other volcano. So, all right, I'm going to wait for this a little bit, and I will see you guys back here in just a minute. All right, Alright, just been a few minutes. I went ahead and crafted another drum, just so that way I didn't have to walk, so far, but it might be a little bit of a waste, but I'm probably going to have more drums than I need anyway by the end of this whole thing. So, got a little extra drum. I made a few more of the capacitors, and I'm getting some more set up and ready to go here in just a minute. There we go. We got some copper. So let's go ahead and craft up a few more. I know I'm going to be needing probably a fair amount of these. So let's do just 4 more for now. See where that'll get us. Now, as far as like actual power generation, thinking lava power, obviously. So we'll set that guy there for at the moment. And then I'm thinking maybe a magmatic dynamo. See how well that'll get us going. So some Invar. Alright. Gonna need some more Invar? No problem. I should have all my ores right here. Whoa, actually, it might be a little bit of a problem. Don't have a whole ton of ferrous. So I'm gonna need 6 pieces of iron for that. 6 pieces of iron, 3 ferrous. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. And that should start pouring us all that out that we need here in just a minute. So now what else do we need for this guy? We need redstone transmission coils. We need silver. Do I even have silver? Is that something else that I'm going to have to make? I think so. I know I got silver. I've known I've been collecting that stuff. So I got a little bit more melting to do. And how's our lava doing? This has only been noticing every bucket of lava is only draining 100 RF out of our furnace generator there. So I think that's probably more than enough for what we need, hopefully. And how are we doing over here? All right, got a little bit more waiting to do for a few more things. I think magmatic dynamo. What do we need for our capacitor? Why do I keep typing capacity? I don't even understand. What is capacity? Is that a thing? All right, we need a block of redstone because I'm gonna get a nice capacitor up and running. Not a capacity. I need 4 of these. Double layer capacitor. So I need some more coal dust and some energetic alloy, which is redstone, gold, and glowstone. Thankfully, I've been collecting this stuff. So maybe this. A little bit of our gold. Now we just got to get our power into our machines, and we should be getting ready to go. So let's see, what do we got? Molten nickel. Ah, darn it, no. All right, let me fix this real quick. And Invar ingots, ready to get our magmatic dynamos up and running. So I should just need a little bit of iron. Oops, not that much. I think I need 2 of these, I'm pretty sure. 2 Invar gears. Then I believe those guys go down here like so. Transmission coil up there. Invar there, there, and there. Maybe a little redstone in the center. And I got that completely wrong. Maybe this? No, maybe that. Ha! See? Well, I know it's not that great. But we got the magmatic dynamo. I was like, oh, hey, great, look, I actually remembered. But, yeah. All right, well, we got 1 magmatic dynamo. This guy's going to produce us, what is that? I believe it's 40 or 80 RF per tick. Let's take a look. All right, let's pop him right down here for now. And we'll go ahead and supply him with 1 good old bucket of lava. There we go. And that's 80 RF per tick. Awesome. That'll work. That should be more than enough for this guy. Yeah, you see his internal buffer filling up rather quickly. We could go ahead and apply a few capacitors in here to speed it up as well to make it a little, work a little bit faster. But for now, this is going to work. We need some pulverized coal first. I also need to get this hooked up to this guy now. I might actually have enough Invar to make a secondary magmatic dynamo, and I don't think that would be a bad idea. That make things just work a little bit quicker for me. Let's see, I believe I've already forgotten how to do this. Is that sad? I just made it and I've already forgotten. I got a bad memory problem. I will not kid you guys about that. It's an issue. I believe it was this though. There we go. Second magmatic dynamo. And if we just pop this guy underneath our alloy furnace, like so, give him a nice good old bucket of lava, and that'll start supplying him with some power as well. So these guys also have 40,000 RF internal buffer each. And then these guys hold 100,000, it looks like, for now, until we upgrade them. But this is working pretty good. I got a little bit more we need to work on. I think, is it glowstone? Glowstone, redstone, and gold? No, what is that alloy made out of? That energetic alloy. What is that? Gold. Oh, wait, hold on, maybe all smelting. Gold, glowstone, redstone. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it was just a little slow. Maybe it just took a second for it to actually start working. Awesome. That'll work. Alright, so I'm going to let this stuff cook up. I got a little bit more I need to craft on. I'm going to also make some electrical steel off camera. I just need some sand in the sag mill. Sand will work to get some silicon. 50% chance. I'll probably even toss some flint in here as well. So I'm going to let all this do its thing. And when it's done, we'll be right back. Alright guys, looking pretty good. I went ahead and made another double layer capacitor here. And I got a little bit of electrical steel made. Nice. Let's head back over to craft our first capacitor bank. Let's see, what do we got over here? Yeah, there we go. So we pop all that in there, do this. We'll get ourselves 4 more of the double layer capacitors. I'll get some more regular capacitors made up later. I definitely got to go do some more mining for copper, it looks like. But there we go. The first capacitor bank. Nice. So if I do this, an iron ingot, I also need some conduit binder. So I'm gonna need a little bit of sand. I'm gonna need a little bit of gravel. And I'm gonna need some clay. And I don't know where my clay is at. Oh, there it is. I found you. So conduit binder. Let's see, what do I need for you? Conduit binder, you. And make me some. That's plenty. That's more than enough. All right, if we just pop that into a furnace, give it a little bit of coal coke, which is more than what that should need. That'll last for a good long while in there. We could go ahead and put this away for now. And I want to go ahead and start looking at storage options a little bit because I've been running in, I don't really like this whole clutter I got going on here, so I want to start migrating all my stuff into the storage room. Now, I've done some looking around in NEI, and I want to do something different. You know, I've been doing, iron chest mod, the iron chest, diamond chest, all that stuff for a long time now. I've been just using regular chest. I've used barrels, and all that good stuff, and they're pretty awesome at that. But something I haven't tried is a carpenter's safe. I think this might be really nice to try. Let's take a look. Let's see. So I already got the redstone. I got some blocks of iron, and I've already made up some carpenter's blocks. So just sticks around, the plank and all that stuff. So let's grab those. Wait, where are you? There are you. All right, I'm gonna make up a handful of these. Now the reason I actually want to make these is because I can actually organize my stuff. Let's do 8. 8 should be more than enough, right? I don't want to kill myself on the iron right now either. But I should be able to organize all my things using the carpenter safe. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting these guys up in my little lab over here. I think this is going to look cool. I kind of want them maybe like up here. So maybe, and I might move them around a little bit, but I'm going to set up a few just to get started. Might set things up in certain areas, maybe have some over here, something like that. I might move them around and have them in different spots, but I think they look really cool. I like the way that they open and close, and I like the way they look. I hear you, spider. No, you do not get to win today, my friend. Oh, nice. That's done. Let's go ahead and pop in here 9 iron. And 9 pieces of redstone. This is going to get us some conductive iron. Whoa! Oh my gosh. That is the funniest thing ever. A creeper wearing a giant creeper hat. Get out of here. Oh, that was funny. I didn't think I would ever see that. That is pretty cool. So, anyways, I can organize these carpenter safes with, pretty much anything. So carpenter's items, we can, right-click items onto them, and it'll kind of put on that texture of that item. So, say for instance, I want to make my precious items chests, kind of like all my ingots and all my good stuff. I think a black off sapphire might look kind of cool on that. So if we right-click that on there, that looks pretty cool. Now I might mess around with it a little bit, make things look a little bit different, obviously. But apparently we can also increase the storage size of these by right-clicking on them with a gold ingot, I believe. Is it shift right-click? Shift right-click. There we go. So it'll turn it from a single chest into a double chest. I wonder if we can actually make that even bigger than that. I wonder if it's kind of like the iron chests mod. I wonder if we right-clicked it with a diamond. It's worth a try. Let's see. Shift right-click with a diamond. Aww. Anyways, double chest is fine. I think that should be more than enough. So I'm going to be doing some work on moving all of my storage out there very soon. I also wouldn't mind doing a little bit of work with some new chisel as well. Obviously, I've already been doing a lot of work with the new chisel, and I think it's doing pretty well. Let's see. Ornate steel glass. Wouldn't mind trying to find something that I'm not really used to using, so let's pull out the glass. Maybe, what might be kind of cool? Some panes. Some glass panes, because I'm pretty sure we can chisel glass panes now. These weren't the ones I was thinking about. There was some, I went over to Watchful's base on the server, and I noticed he had some, of this blue glass, some blue stained glass. And I have to say, I loved it. It looked so nice. I would not mind making some of that. I just don't know what kind he actually used. I think it was like this. So how do I get that? So I need to basically stain my glass with lapis. Pretty much, right? I can do that. So let's grab 8 pieces of you. And we'll just do an entire stack. That'll work. In fact, let's pull out the panes. We should be able to pop that in there, right? Blue stained glass, bubble, panel, fancy, borderless. I wonder what fancy looks like. Now, the problem with this is I may not be able to pick it back up. Hopefully we can. But yeah, I think a nice window here. Oh, and it's not collected textures. No. I don't want that. Maybe... let's try the borderless. Borderless look good? Yeah, the borderless might look pretty nice. Ooh. Oop, hold on a second. Let's do that. There we go. I think this might look pretty good. We'll do 3 tall. How's that look? Oh, I like that. It looks almost like ice. But it kind of matches the room as well. I also want to get tables set up in here. A few other things as well, but let's see, how are we doing here? Ooh, nice. 9 conductive iron. We should have some conduit binders set up as well. Bloop. Nice. We got ourselves a good old stack of that. And if we take this, just like so, with our conductive iron right down the center, that'll give us our energy conduits. And now we can kind of start setting up our system. So this stuff's going to be moved. And I don't think these guys are going to retain their inventory. All right, this is going to be my good chest. So let's go ahead and put our ingots in there for now. There we go. That works. Ooh, I'm going to like these. This is going to look nice. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up in here. Maybe finish building between episodes, I think. Got a few ideas on how I'm going to finish this up, but obviously, all my tech stuff is not going to go in here. This is just purely temporary for now. I'm just gonna pick these up. I know it might be a little wasteful, but you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Let's do this. We'll place my capacitor not like that. I want it facing outwards like this. And then just around the back, we'll run the energy conduits. We'll set up the sag mill there. Alloy furnace back there. Then I'm thinking, for now, I'll move that lava drum. And set up a magmatic dynamo there. And there. Yeah, I don't think that'll look too bad. And I believe, what am I using? Is this regular wall panel? I think I already got this. Yeah, I think it's this. Eventually, I'm gonna be switching out this wall with this laboratory block, and I think that's actually the wrong one. Kind of want to retain it all the way around. So this is gonna be pretty much that. And then I'll have it go up here like this. Let's see, 3 blocks. Yeah. Eventually, this will be not there, so that'll be right. Yeah, there we go. That's what it's supposed to start looking like. Then we can just fill this stuff in like this. Nice. I like that. And then maybe do it right here as well. Cool. All right. This is starting to turn out pretty well. All right. If we can just get ourselves some lava going into these guys, we'll start building us up some power. And nice. That's even filling up even better. So guys, I think this is looking pretty good. And I'm going to do a little bit more work between episodes. Before I finish off, there's one more thing I wanted to look at, and I've noticed it around a couple other bases, but these carpenter's garage doors. I've not used these before, and I feel like I need to real quick, so I'm going to make some. Let's see, I need food though, I'm so hungry. Not just in-game, literally, I'm very hungry right now. I'm actually about to go grab me some food as soon as I finish up here. So let's grab oak. And let's find a nice crafting table here. Let's grab you. Yeah, I guess we'll just do a whole stack. Whole bunch of you. You know, just give me all planks. You know what? We're just going to go for it. Let's do all of it. Let's do all of that. And then we'll make a good amount of these garage doors. I think I'm going to use these around the base. I think those are pretty cool. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do here. But I don't know how to set these guys up. Oh, they go like that. Oh, that is so cool. I didn't need that many, but you know what? This is fine. I wonder how big they go. Oh, dude, this is like a game changer. Oh, I love that. So now we can, since they're carpenter's blocks, we can pretty much right-click on them with whatever we want. So if we take some of these laboratory blocks, I could make, I don't know if it's going to do the entire thing or just like one. Hold on. Ooh. Right, I know, it's yeah, I know. Maybe, let's do this. Let's see if we can do the clear panel here. Oh, wait. I need to make a hammer. I need to make a carpenter's hammer. Yeah, I know, it's going to be a little bit longer today, episode-wise, but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Don't mind. Hopefully. Iron. Really? I left the iron in here? Come on. Did I actually have iron in my inventory? No, I did not. Alright, let's make ourselves a hammer. Carpenter's hammer. I think I got that mixed up. What am I missing here? Wait a second. Carpenter's hammer. Where are you? Oh, I got it backwards. That was like a big derp. There we go. Carpenter's hammer. You can sit in there for a minute. I got stuff to do. Alright, close. So if I want to get this off, shift will behave like an iron door. All right, so shift left click will get it off. Okay. Okay, I can't pick that up. Whoops. Oh, okay, so right click will change the way it looks. Oh, that's cool too. A regular garage door. I'm gonna make mine flat like that. I think that'll be fine. Now, unfortunately, these guys are not connected to textures like I want. So let's see if I can do this. Get those guys off of there. And if I pick these guys up, turn them back into that. Wait, what just happened here? Anyway, I ain't got time for that. That's what I want. I think that would look kind of cool. I might do a little bit more, playing around with it here and there. But you guys get the gist of it. And I think we can actually use pressure plates as well, which I might actually go with these, the carpenter's ones, so I can set them the way I want. I think this might be pretty cool. Oh yeah, and it'll just right on open up for us. Oh, that is cool. I like that. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it for today. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye. I'm gonna toss. Fail toss. Stupid. Go off the edge. Enjoy your time in the void, my friend. You are a complete waste of everything.